Okay, so in today's update about algo, we are going to check out a beautiful bullish pattern that is currently happening in like very short term, and I'm going to then talk about another very optimistic sign that happened recently, indicating we are probably starting from even the current point going to have some more big moves on the upside. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember the last time that we talked about algo, I believe we were somewhere around these areas, and I was saying soon in algo we may see a move down, but I do not want to see like a very strong 1 2 3 4 5 wave in order to take the lows in here about, let's say, 17.5 cents, because that is going to kind of invalidate my bullish possibility, indicating the low in algo is already in right in here about 14.5 cents. So what happened? At the moment we are having a bit of consolidation pattern, but in terms of Elliott waves, I'm gonna say this might be actually a bit of a bullish pattern. Let's go on crypto.com chart, because I think in there we are having better looking candlesticks, and I want to show you a beautiful 5-wave impulsive structure which may have started from this point, and this can be a very nice 1 2 3 4 5, followed by that I'm gonna say this is probably an A B C zigzag, and this can be, yes, another 1 2 3 correction for another move up into wave 5, and I think we may have in like very short time a series of 1-2s, and let's just do this. Okay, this can be like 1 2 3 4 5 into a larger degree wave 3 correction for another move up into wave 5. And since according to this scenario, at least soon we're going to be on our way up to complete the subwaves for a series of wave 3s, we can say our move up in algo maybe soon is going to accelerate quite a bit. Now, do we have some more optimistic signs? The answer is yes. I'm not sure if you like classic patterns, but if you do, I think we can safely assume that this is actually a beautiful triangular structure right in here. Now, let me be very clear. At the moment, this triangle is not confirmed yet. When will it get confirmed? When we get a break of the upper line and then do a pullback, and followed by that we get a continuation of the move up in order to take this high. And what is the target for this triangle going to be in case that we are going to confirm it? First things first, as always, I would like to tell you, if you want to measure targets, you need to put your chart on regular scale, okay? This is a very important point. There is no such thing as measuring targets in logarithmic. And then you need to measure the height of your triangle from here. Let's actually stretch this line a little bit more. There we go. To about, let's say, this point, and we need to put this thing at our breaking point, and that will give us the target of about, let's say, like 26.5 to about the 27 cents area, meaning from the current point we can have in algo another 15 to even 20% move on the upside. That is definitely not that bad. Question: do we have some more signs indicating maybe something like this is actually going to happen soon? The answer is yes. Do you remember in the previous update, we talked about the potential of having a bit of a bearish divergence in MACD, and I was saying that these are a series of higher highs, but in MACD, we are having a series of lower highs, and basically this is a beautiful negative divergence, and here is the line. And if you remember specifically, I said, look, if you want to be optimistic in algo and you want to say we're not going to have like a deeper move down starting from the current point, you need to see in algo a break of this divergence line, because that is going to translate most likely to some more strong moves on the upside. And what happened? I'm going to say we absolutely did get a break of the line, and maybe it's best to go also on H1 time frame. And yes, we are also having in here another beautiful divergence. And again, it seems like even on H1, we have gotten a break of the line. So yet again, this is another beautiful optimistic sign. And in the short term, I'm willing to bet that we are going to see some more good moves on the upside. And by the way, I said the target for this triangle can be somewhere around the 26 to about the 27 cents area, which at the same time is around the lower band of this unbelievably important right now area of resistance. So, makes sense for us the moment that we get a break of this area of supply, we reach to about this region, and then from here I will absolutely be open to some deeper moves on the downside, no problem at all. Why is that? Because odds are on a higher degree at that point we most likely have completed the subwaves for, you know it, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure. And okay, this suggests maybe the final low in algo is in, but even according to this scenario, after an impulse, we are going to have a move down. And since according to our bullish possibility, this is going to be wave 1, correction for wave 2, and then big move up into wave 3, 4, 5. One very important characteristic of a wave 2 is being very deep and a strong move on the downside. That's why I want to argue in Algorand, sure, in the short term, we are going to get some more moves up, but I do not really believe right in here can be a decent long opportunity for you. Why? Because I think this might kind of be our last leg on the upside in the short term, and then afterwards we're going to get a move down. Ideally, if you want to open some long positions, your best area for going long is going to be right at the end of your wave 2 in hope that we get a big move up into wave 3, 4, 5. Why is it that in here is not a long opportunity? Two reasons. Number one, wave 5 sometimes can be like a very small and shallow move on the upside, which is definitely not that optimistic. And number two, let's say you are opening your position in this area. Well, okay, we are going to get, number one, a very strong move up, and number two, even if you miss your exit point right in here, you are going to have the chance to get out of your long positions once more. However, if you open your long around the end of our wave 4, okay, you only have one chance to get out of your long position, and that may not even happen, and then you're going to see a very strong move down. So buying in here is extremely risky. I would much rather wait a little bit more and see a deep move down, and then, okay, on a higher degree, what do we have? A 1, 2, and again, you want to remember earlier I told you at the end of a wave 2 can be a good buy and also long opportunity. That's why I think if you want to buy Algorand, you need to maybe like wait a little bit more until we start a relatively deep move on the downside, and that may not unfortunately start from the current point. I think we are looking a bit optimistic, and in the short term, odds are we're going to have potentially another 15 to 20% move up, and then fair enough, at that point the doors will be open to a correction down. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algorand's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the market. And by the way, today I am actually doing a complete Q&A video for my members. So if you want to have access to those informations, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.